kid, there's an old saying that goes, you can never have too much of a good thing. And that saying is wrong.
Except for cookies!
And except for eyeballs! Including cookies, Green Bear.
Ugh.
And including eyeballs, Dill. Oh, well, you need to leave room for other facial features. And for those of you who love glue, and you know who you are, there is such a thing as too much glue. I'm gonna need proof. And I'm going to give it to you. And then I will not believe you. Because you are utterly devoid of reason. But you're not, you brainiac, you. So let's see what happens when you have too much of a good thing. Or too much of a glue thing. Because, I'd rather you learn this lesson by book instead of the hard way. Our art teacher says, too much glue never dries. She reminds us, glue raindrops, not puddles. Drops, not puddles. And she warns me, Matty, too much glue. But my dad and I love glue. Dad, at home we make glue glasses, glue mustaches, even glue bouncy balls. And Mom is happy to help. Is she though? Really? That smile looks 100% genuine to me. That's how you know it's not genuine. So, during art class, I find the fullest bottles of glue. I tip them over and squeeze. Wow, that's a lot of glue. Glue squishes from the orange tips and slops all over. Sequins and googly eyes float around in a gluey lake. Oh, those eyes are beautiful, but incredibly sticky. Then it's time for the most important decoration. Geronimo! Oh, no, he didn't. I belly flop, boop, onto the table and roll around, letting the glue and everything else cover me.
Wow!
What on earth is he thinking?
He's not. He's just in the moment.
You know what his next moment is going to be?
What?
Consequences. Oh, yeah. Time to go on the drying rack, I announce. But when I try to pull myself off the table, I boing right back down. Too much glue, Matty, too much glue. My teacher squawks. Uh-oh, this is bad. There's only half an hour until the end of school, and all I can do is lift my head and wave my hands and wiggle my feet, and the rest of me is a blocky, stucky mess. Can somebody help me? I call. I'll get a chainsaw. She won't, I think. While my teacher breathes into a paper bag, Noah shouts, "Let's lasso him!" And Izzy, Noah, and Owen get to work. Soon, I'm roped from all sides like a rodeo pony. But when they try to pull me out, snap! The lassos break, leaving colorful octopus tentacles everywhere. Reminds me of a living art exhibit I saw at the MoMA. The Museum of Modern Art, Olivia the Ostrich? Yes, a very bizarre exhibit indeed. The glue is too strong, and now I'm a clingy, stringy, blocky, stucky mess. Don't worry, Matty. We know what to do, shout Luke and Grace from across the room. I guess they're thinking of some kind of a solution, and this is looking pretty bad. Is that a tow truck? I ask as they wheel this contraption over and stick a plastic hook into my suit of glue. My friends pull one way, and the glue pulls the other. Creak, click, creak, click. This idea is so crazy, it just might work. Until, kaboom! The tow truck explodes and plastic bricks rain all over. So much for that idea. Did it work?
No.
I'm still looking for my saw.
I'll help you.
Now I'm a clicky, bricky, clingy, stringy, plucky, stucky mess. The school nurse bursts in and checks my temperature. Does this qualify as a medical emergency? 98.6 degrees. Sorry, no fever. I can't send you home early. Note to self, this is not a medical emergency. She dabs and pats at me like I'm spilled juice, but the more she blots, the more the glue spreads. Uh-oh. And soon I'm a melted, mummy, clicky, bricky, clingy, stringy, plucky, sucky mess. Then the principal comes in. Ooh, you're in trouble now. He takes one look at me, sticks a note on my belly, and leaves. What? That's odd. Seeing my teacher huffing and puffing like a train gives me a great idea. Ding! I whisper it to Haley and Owen. I know I can't hear what they're saying either. The final bell rings and everyone freezes, except Owen and Haley, who apparently know the secret. It's the biggest one we could make! They shout furiously, flapping a huge paper fan at me. Then, just as I'm thinking I'll be a note on my tummy, melted mummy, clicky, bricky, clingy, stringy, plucky, stucky, glue boy for the rest of my life, my plan works. It worked, but I still don't know what this plan is. Something my teacher said could never happen happens. The glue dries, but I'm still stuck. And now I hear footsteps, and the door starts to open, and my father and some of the other carpool parents walk in. Oh no, now all the parents know. Dad comes closer, and he inspects me. You know this is part of your fault, bub. Then he peels me off the table, glue, yarn, bricks, and all, and then he spins me around, and no one makes a sound. Because no one knows exactly what is happening. Then Dad smiles. Matty, you're a masterpiece. And he holds me up for everyone to admire like he's some sort of a sticky lion king of some kind. And my friends all cheer like he's some sort of a sticky lion king of some kind. The car ride home is, interesting. Goodbye, some of the eyeballs and strings. Mom is speechless when Dad brings me in the house. But he knows just what to do. Do you now, Dad? Well, kiddo, Dad says, some beautiful things only happen once, and this is one of those things. He gently grips the dried glue in front of my neck and behind my collar and peels me open like a ripe banana. Ooh, he's gonna fall apart. No, he's not. I don't think. Now it's Dad's turn to glue, and he seals up the sides of the me-shaped work of art. I bet it would take all the glue in the art room to make a U-shaped work of art, Dad. I say, do not give this father any more crazy ideas. Dad laughs, ha 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 ha, and then he glues a big magnet to the back of my project and hangs it on the fridge. I think I saw that once at Art Basel. During dinner, we sneak peeks at my masterpiece. And then, after dinner, a lovely to-go order pizza and salad. We take the principal's note very seriously. Okay, now, let's take a closer look at that mystery Post-it note that he just stuck on him. And it reads, from the desk of Elmer G. Stuckey, please encourage Matty to use tape instead of glue. What? Oh, cool! A tape hammock and a tape apron and a tape swing from the ceiling. Oh, fun! You know what? I think this whole family is too much. I found my chainsaw!